I just enjoyed every minute of working with CUNA Mutual and with CUNA when the opportunities came. I think one of the big breakthroughs that I was involved with is bringing CUNA and credit unions and CUNA Mutual together in how they do things. It was just a thrill to see how that all unfolded and developed a going relationship between the two segments of the credit union industry.
Dick was really just a great influence on the overall relationship of the whole system. He was always very willing and innovative in working things out so that everybody ended up getting what they had to have, but also making sure that the credit unions of this country got the very best they could from all the different components of the system.
There are several innovative things that Dick Heins has done at CUNA Mutual, some of it even before he came to CUNA Mutual and brought to the credit union system. One of them is PMI, the Private Mortgage Insurance Program. It's very successful. It's allowed millions of Americans to have affordable housing in the U.S.
Dick had the reputation for not just leadership, but being innovative in new products and services. And it was this new product. You imagine as the late 70s in a volatile interest rate environment, a high interest rate environment. And Dick saw the need for credit unions to manage their balance sheets. So we were able to work with this model that Doc had brought over from the savings and loan industry, and we modified it to fit credit unions. And we were out installing asset liability management in credit unions in the late 70s, early 80s. And that was Dick's vision.
Doc had a vision, a compelling, simple vision, that basically said if we can sell to 10% of the member marketplace, CUNA Mutual will be one of the largest insurance companies in the country. Doc started the Member Connect program. It is now our largest product line at CUNA Mutual and serves millions of credit union members throughout the United States and thousands of credit unions.
When the National Credit Union Foundation was getting started, CUNA Mutual under Dick Heins was one of the initial supporters. And then there was the Credit Union Development Education Program, which he actually helped start. He housed it in CUNA Mutual for the first few years, and he was a passionate supporter of that. Another program that Dick helped start was the National Youth Program, which is National Youth Involvement Board. It was housed, again, over at CUNA Mutual, and Dick worked to help get this as a standalone, self-sustaining entity, and it's very successful to this day, just like the DE program. The next big project would have been Operation Grassroots, which was the biggest threat to credit unions until that time, and that would have been in 1990, 1991. Dick Heins, CUNA Mutual, stepped up again to help make that one of the biggest, most successful rallies of all times.
As its founder and as a director emeritus, Doc's voice continues to be heard at Filene. He's a champion for our unbiased research, our independent voice, and looks to Filene to go out into the academic world and to visit with others in the financial services arena and to bring outside knowledge, information, facts, statistics to the decision makers and the leaders in the credit union system to advance the credit union movement and to serve members.
I think this idea of believing in what you're doing is a very important issue with business. I honestly feel that to be really dedicated, you have to be willing once in a while to show that dedication and help, that you believe in what they're doing and that they'll appreciate it.
He believed in what leagues were and stood for, and he believed in league presidents. And I think he had a unique understanding of the role of a league CEO and our ability to marshal the troops, our ability to make things happen at the local level. He believed in the viability of leagues.
The partnership that we had got started actually between the credit unions in Georgia and the credit unions in Poland, the early organizers of credit unions in Poland. And they didn't have hardly anything in the way of resources, and at a very precious time in their embryonic stage there, Doc Heins stepped forward and was so moved by what was taking place in Poland that he offered a personal check to help them get started. And I think that was a tremendous vote of confidence at a time when they needed it most. And Doc just had a sense about how to help people at the right time.
So I gave them a check for $40,000, and they just hugged me and kissed me, and just beyond their beliefs that a man would come over from the United States and give them $40,000, and it was directly out of my billfold. But I just felt that that was such a worthy cause that I couldn't pass it up.
I met Dick Heins when I first came to the credit union movement 14 years ago. And the minute I met him, I felt what everybody said for all these years since. A man with integrity, credibility, compassion, and caring for the entire credit union system and for people. He has set the benchmark for all of us in the system and beyond.
Dick, congratulations on the Herb Wegner Award. Well deserved. As CUNA Mutual celebrates its 75th anniversary this year, very proud to follow in your footsteps as the leader of this very fine organization.
It was great to be able to sell credit unions and help build the credit union industry. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So my whole motto is that life is really what you make it. If you want to get down and feel sorry for yourself, that's your business. But if you keep a positive look of things and you look real hard to where the opportunities are, there's no stopping you. Just unbelievable. Receiving the Herb Wegner Award is a tremendous honor. But please allow me a moment to try and express my personal gratitude. As many of you know, my habit is to have a 55-minute speech, which evolved from my many years in the classroom as a professor at the university. So please settle in and get comfortable as I begin my 3-minute speech. Seriously though, in life we are all presented with opportunities to make a difference. 55 years ago, this opportunity knocked on my door, literally. I embraced it and became involved in the credit union movement, working for CUNA Mutual. This opportunity brought many blessings and a few challenges. This award is not about me. It is about all of us. It's about you. It's about people helping people. It's about making a difference. Please allow me to thank a few of you for the blessings you have brought to me. Thank you for the National Credit Union Foundation for honoring me with its special award and also for your great work. Thank you to all of my friends out there who nominated me and who wrote letters of support. I will never forget this evening. A sincere thank you to CUNA Mutual, its board of directors and staff, for allowing me to serve as your president and for the terrific support over the years. I'm very proud of what we accomplished together. Thank you to everyone at CUNA. I had the distinct honor of working closely with Herb Wegner. He was a true visionary and did so much to build this wonderful credit union system for which we are all so grateful. A very special thank you to Dan Micah, who is such a tremendous leader and working associate. Congratulations and best wishes on your upcoming retirement. Knowing Dan's many skills, I will be awaiting an announcement of his acceptance of another leadership role. A special thank you to the Credit Union Leagues, where I had the unique opportunity to work with a talented and dedicated group, the League Research and Advisory Council. Together, we did make a difference to strengthen the services offered and the growth of insurance for individual credit union members and their families. The creation of the Feline Research Institute was one of those differences which was conceptualized and evolved from these Research and Advisory Council discussions. I am so proud of the accomplishments of the Feline Institute's leadership group and for my small part in its successes. I have so many memories of working with World Council of Credit Unions and its leaders. One especially memorable project was the foundation of credit unions in Poland, wherein we helped to stabilize the financial economy of that country at a critical time. Also, a big thank you for the work performed by the National Youth Involvement Board and the development educators and many, many more organizations and people too numerous to mention. And last but not least, I would not forget a special heartfelt thanks to my family for their loving support and understanding throughout the years. My wife and companion for almost 60 years, Ruth, and our beautiful daughters, Sherry, Debbie, Sue, and Tammy, and our 10 grandchildren. We are potentially expecting great-grandchildren, as we have 2 grandchildren married this last year. Thank you for being here tonight. I am truly blessed.
Innovative thinker, independent leader, tenacious motivator, lifelong learner, and model credit union movement executive. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Credit Union Foundation is proud to honor Richard Marriott Heins with the 2010 Wegner Award for Lifetime Achievement.